Geopolitics explained. Geopolitics is the study of how geography, economics, and politics intersect and influence each other. It is concerned with the distribution of power and resources across the world, as well as the relationships between states and other political actors. Geopolitics has a significant impact on the world today, as it helps to shape the policies and actions of governments, corporations, and other organizations. For example, a country's geographic location can influence its economic and political relationships with other countries, as well as its access to resources. Similarly, a region's economic and political stability can be affected by its geography, such as its access to waterways or its proximity to other powerful states. Geopolitics also plays a role in global events and issues, such as the rise of China as a global superpower, the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, and the impact of climate change on vulnerable areas of the world. Understanding geopolitics is important for anyone who is interested in current events and the ways in which the world is changing. There are several states that have a strong geopolitical presence in the world today. Some examples include: 1. The United States. The U.S. is a global superpower with a significant military and economic presence around the world. It has a large and influential economy, and is home to many major international organizations, such as the United Nations. 2. China. China is the world's most populous country and has the second largest economy in the world. It is also a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council and has a significant military presence in the region. 3. Russia. Russia is the world's largest country by land area and has a significant military and energy resources. It is a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council and has a long history of being a global player. 4. The European Union. The EU is a political and economic union of 27 member states in Europe. It is a major player in international trade and has a significant economic and political presence on the world stage. 5. India. India is the world's second most populous country and has the fifth largest economy in the world. It is a major player in South Asia and has a growing presence in international organizations. These are just a few examples of states that have a strong geopolitical presence. There are many other countries and organizations that also play important roles in international affairs. There are several large corporations that have the power to influence geopolitics worldwide. Some examples include: 1. Oil and gas companies. Oil and gas are vital resources that are essential to the global economy. Companies that produce and distribute these resources, such as ExxonMobil and Saudi Arabian Oil Company, Saudi Aramco, have a significant influence on international relations, especially in regions where they operate. 2. Tech giants. Technology companies, such as Apple, Google, and Microsoft, have a significant presence in many countries around the world and play a significant role in shaping the global economy and political landscape. 3. Multinationals. Multinational corporations, such as Nestlé and Walmart, have operations in many countries and can influence international trade and economic relations. 4. Financial institutions. Banks and other financial institutions, such as J.P. Morgan Chase and the International Monetary Fund, IMF, have the power to influence economic policies and stability around the world. These are just a few examples of large corporations that can influence geopolitics worldwide. It is important to note that the influence of these corporations is not always direct and may be indirect through their influence on governments and other political actors. Ethics can play a role in geopolitics, but it is not always a primary consideration in international relations. Geopolitics is often driven by a state's self-interest, and decisions made by governments and other political actors may not always align with ethical principles. That being said, there are many international organizations and groups that promote ethical principles in geopolitics, such as the United Nations and Amnesty International. These organizations work to promote human rights, international law, and other ethical values in international relations. There are also various ethical frameworks that have been developed to guide the actions of states and other actors in international relations, such as just war theory and the responsibility to protect, R2P, doctrine. These frameworks seek to provide a set of principles that can help to ensure that the actions of states and other actors are ethical and in line with the values of the international community. Ultimately, The role of ethics in geopolitics will depend on the actors involved and the specific circumstances of a given situation. Geopolitics as a formal field of study has only been around for a relatively short time, but the concept of geopolitics has a long history. The idea that geography, politics, and economics are interconnected and influence each other can be traced back to ancient civilizations. The term geopolitics itself was coined by a Swedish political scientist named Rudolf Kjellin in the late 19th century. However, it was not until the early 20th century that geopolitics became more widely recognized as a distinct field of study. During this time, geopolitics was heavily influenced by the theories of Halford Mackinder, a British geographer and politician who is considered one of the founders of modern geopolitics. Mackinder's work focused on the relationship between geography and power, and he argued that control of the heartland of Eurasia was crucial for global dominance. Since then, geopolitics has continued to evolve and has come to encompass a wide range of issues and factors that impact international relations, including economic globalization, cultural exchange, and technological innovation. Here are a few famous professors and scholars of geopolitics. 1. Halford Mackinder. Mackinder is considered one of the founders of modern geopolitics and is known for his theories on the relationship between geography and power. 2. Nicholas Speakman. Speakman was an American political scientist who is known for his work on the role of geography in international relations. 3. Sir Halford John Mackinder. Mackinder was a British geographer and politician who is considered one of the founders of modern geopolitics. 4. Rudolf Kjellin. Kjellin was a Swedish political scientist who is credited with coining the term geopolitics. 5. Alexander Dugin. Dugin is a Russian political scientist and philosopher who has written extensively on geopolitics and the role of Russia in the world. 6. John Mearsheimer. Mearsheimer is an American political scientist who is known for his work on international security and geopolitics. 7. Joseph Nye. Nye is an American political scientist who has written extensively on the concept of soft power and its role in international relations. 8. Susan Strange. Strange was a British academic who is considered one of the pioneers of the study of international political economy and is known for her work on the role of money in international relations. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to